He slowly leaned toward the coffin, reached in, touched something, and it turned out to be a samurai helmet. Just as he was surprised, heavy footsteps came from the door. The ground was practically keeping with them. Hyo Ling's heart pounded like a startled deer, eyes fixed on the door, when a giant in medieval Japanese armor appeared, like Loki stealing the spotlight. Hyo Ling nearly jumped in fright, tried to stay calm as a head rolled to her, and her heart felt like it had a hole. Giant outside noticed the floor. Talk about pushing your luck. Hyo Ling had a lightbulb moment, then dashed outside, the giant's voice crashing in like a tidal. In a crisis, Feng Jai arrived like a savior, using iron to brace, and the head turned to her like a playful pup. Hyo Ling's heart was doing the fast and furious as she zipped past the door like a scene from an action movie. At the critical moment, Feng Jai descended like a god of war, blocking her way with iron. Hyo Ling turned in fright. She stared incredulously at the monster buffet in front of her. Humans looked so pitifully small, and Feng Jai yelled for Hyo Ling to take caught by giant hands. With Hyo Ling's horror, the monster, electrified, pierced Feng Jai's belly instantly. Feng Jai slept. After Feng Jai was tossed aside, the monster's gaze turned to Hyo Ling, trapped like a mouse. A few rooster crows saved her. The monster seemed to recall something, heard the rooster crow, clasped its hands as if praying, muttered like making Japanese breakfast, then fire burst from it. Flames instantly engulfed its body. When Lao Jin arrived, the monster had become a rocket soaring skyward. After the ghost fire vanished, the alien took Feng Jai to the hospital, and Hyo Ling told Lao Jin that the monster wasn't a ghost, but rather a phantom and not so famous friend. A spirit that attaches to some objects, existing under such harsh conditions. It's like spotting a rainbow when it appears. Following Hyo Ling's clues, Lao Jin uncovered mind-blowing secrets. During colonial times, Japan hired a Feng Shui master what efficiency. To ensure the Korean peninsula gave up on books, they drove iron bricks into the country's veins, and some members of the Iron Blood group heard about it, so they voluntarily went. At the temple, Lao Jin discovered an iron piece used by them, engraved with strange symbols. It felt like he was playing a puzzle game. He guessed that the chest mark was where the iron was buried. No wonder the Japanese wanted to hide the traitor here. To test this idea, Lao Jin went lone wolf to the graveyard. Finding iron bricks would thrill the nation. But he hadn't been digging long before he found somebody napping underground. Upon closer inspection, it was none other than the monster that flew off last night, a perfect lost and found scenario. Lao Jin ran back to gather the others, telling them that to save Feng Jai, moving that iron brick was definitely the way to go. Rong Zhen was reluctant at first, but Lao Jin's patriotic talk brainwashed both. Just then, the doctor changed Feng Jai's dressing to double blessing. Hyo Ling found the monster seemed to fear classic scriptures, avoiding them and stabbing Feng Jai. They decided to write a super order. They arranged a plan, with Hyo Ling delaying time while Lao Jin and Rong Zhen seized the chance to pull out the iron brick, turning the scene into a big eat. Soon, a big hand emerged from the ground. The monster followed the bait into the forest, and Feng Jai in the hospital awoke as if eating dumplings. Seeing the monster walk away, Lao Jin and Rong Zhen instantly jumped into the pit, digging tirelessly for the iron brick, more excited than finding treasure. The monster, sated, stood by a tree, motionless. Hyo Ling, fearing its return, disguised as a spirit, a hilarious farce. Subtitles. She began to chat with the monster about everyday matters, and thus the story of Hyo Ling and Lao Jin quietly concluded, transforming into a little-known legend. Those stories no longer resonated loudly, slowly fading into the corners and becoming ancient tales. This tale was like the sand on a beach as the tide receded, the traces of history gradually becoming blurred. Like an open secret, slowly forgotten by the world, grasped sand will eventually flow away. But tell everyone who hears it, do not let memories vanish into time. Stop treating them like living characters, let them go, quickly. This line was like waking a dreamer. The monster sensed it. Hyo Ling fled, giving no chance for the wind to retort. On her way, she ran into disheveled Rong Zhen, complaining about not finding the treasure, mumbling they needed to hurry back. At that moment, a blaze shot skyward, landing toward the infamous magical spot. Rong Zhen was anxious as Lao Jin was still trapped. The flames surged into the pit, and the monster appeared, leaving Lao Jin in disarray. Giant claw pierced Lao Jin, stitching creatures in the room rejoiced, while Hyo Ling stayed silent and splashed horse blood, real startling the snake. Seeing the troll in pain, Lao Jin decided to flee. In his dire state, he suddenly remembered mutual generation and restraint. Iron Wu come in threes, gold and wood come in threes. Lao Jin, you've hit the threefold jackpot. Lao Jin thrust a wooden stick into the monster, giving them a respite. Rong Zhen, in panic, grabbed nearby iron but hit only air. Lao Jin fought with all his might till the end. Despite bleeding, after a few hits, the monster miraculously fell as if hit the wrong stage. Lao Jin mustered his last strength to slay the monster, and Hyo Ling helped take him to the hospital, with everyone celebrating as if it were a victory. Soon the stitching in the wall recovered, and Lao Jin revived, escaping danger. Their days sped up like on fast forward, becoming peaceful again. However, they were unaware Lao Jin's wound still bled, and he knew his time was limited. He kept silent and endured until his daughter's wedding day. He took a family portrait with 3 others, as if for a final keepsake, ending the film. What can I say? It felt bittersweet. Watching it left a sense of helplessness, one's national folklore being only half understood by others while turning into a viral sensation. Yet, at home, it remained a taboo, causing frustration. Viewing one's own story required help from others to authenticate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and comment, and also consider hiding me away to reminisce together. It'll be fun.